Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Bolaji James and you are watching on Kube Media Network. In this tutorial I want to show you how to convert any website at all to an Android app using the Sketchware app, which I started the series of tutorial few days ago, I think a few weeks ago. Alright, so for this example I want to use one of my websites that I created during my last training. If you're interested in getting that course, the link to get the course will be in the description of the video, but that is not why we are here. So this is the website. It's just one of the projects that we did during that course. So let's just look at how the website looks like. Is an e-commerce website, so just like this. So imagine you have an e-commerce website like this, and you can convert it to what, to an Android app and put it on Play Store so that people can just shop for your product. For instance, they want to shop for this gown here, so they can actually go ahead and make their purchase from your website. But what if this thing is now available on Play Store? Then it makes it even easier for them to do their shopping. So I've copied the link of the website. Now let's go ahead and start our work. So first we open our Sketchware app, and once it's open we click on this plus sign to create a new project. Meanwhile, if you do not have Sketchware already, I'll drop a link for you to download the Sketchware app in the description of the video, don't worry. But one thing you should do for me is make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, as it will help the video to be shown to other people. So let's put here, let's say it's called, I think that one is called Kmart. Yeah, Kmart, that is Kiddies Mart. So for the icon, actually I didn't prepare that. So and for the colors, you can change the colors. Of course, I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, so I can use this for the color, not just to boss. I use this for the color, and then for this I use this. So then for the logo, I'll just leave it like that. Package name and other things, I'll leave it. You can watch my introductory video on Sketchware to learn how to do all of that. So since I don't have an icon for that, I'll just leave it. So I'll say create app, and now the app is created. Now once the app is created, the next thing I need to do, the first thing I want to do here is put my swipe to refresh, this one here, swipe to refresh, so that whoever is using the site can swipe to refresh. Okay, so I'm going to give text, web view is the next thing I'm going to bring here. So creating a browser with this app is just very easy. So but I'll click on the swipe to refresh and remove the padding. Click on padding. I said it normally comes with padding of 8 dp, so remove it so that our web view can cover the entire page. So that is that for swipe to refresh. But for the web view, I want to change the ID. It's not necessary. I'll just say can just say browser. It's not necessary, you might leave it. I just like giving ID to my stuffs. So once we do that, then that is just all we need in this place. Then we can go to our event on create, and on create what we want to do is that the app should do what? Just go ahead and load the website. So we're going to go to view. You come to your create activity here, click on this, go to view, then we look for web view. So we look for web view down here under widget. So it's the first one. We say web view load URL. Okay, so we pick the web browser, which is the web view, which is the browser. Then what URL is it going to load? We click here, and then I'll paste that address that I've copied. Wow. Okay, so let me put this in the front so that it will be secured. Okay, so let's have it like this. Save. Okay, so that is just it. Now one more thing that we want to do is that now before we go on from there, we'll now, okay, let's add one more event here, and we're going to put that swipe to refresh. So when it is clicked, when swipe to refresh is clicked, so what should happen? So we go down here, we can see swipe to refresh. So you can put that here and say swipe refresh, and then we can say okay, let's not put it here. Yeah, okay, so let's leave it here. Swipe to refresh. So I'm going to select swipe to refresh 1, refresh. Then you can see swipe to refresh set refreshing. Okay, so that is what we just put here. So say swipe to refresh, and then we set the operator to true. Okay, so that will make the swipe to refresh whenever it is clicked. Okay, so then apart from that, we move on, we go to our view and then add that browser. So we had the browser. Okay, I would have loved us to get the progress bar, but since I didn't put that, let's forget about it. So you can actually add a progress bar so that you see the progress of what the web view. That is what I wanted to add. So but let me add it. Let's make this a complete tutorial. So what I'm going to do here is at the top of this web view, I'm going to give it a margin at the top so that I can bring in something else. So I'm giving it 50 here. Then at the top here, now that we have space, I'm going to put progress bar at the top here. So I'm going to put progress bar here. You can see it is circular. Then I'm going to say progress bar style. So I'm making it horizontal so that it's going to be straight. Then the height, I'm going to make it just like let's say 5. I'm going to make it just like 5. Then I'll bring my where's my web view? I mean, what's happening here? Okay, so let me undo. This is web view. Okay, so I didn't notice that. So let's bring in my progress bar again and let's see what actually happened. So my progress bar was supposed to stay at the top here, but okay, so what I will do is give the swipe to refresh as well, give it a margin at the top as well. So I'm going to give it at the top of that one, I'm going to give it like let's say 35, so that it also has. So now I'm going to bring my progress bar now and put it at the top. Okay, so then do all I have to do, give it height of let's say 5. Okay, so then apart from that, I'm going to make it the style, make it horizontal. Then I can come back now and bring my swipe to refresh, click on this place here, and then click on my swipe to refresh and change the margin. Instead of 35, I can make it let's say 7, or probably I'll just say 0. Okay, so save it. Okay, so then for this one too, I'll just remove the margin as well and put 0 back. Okay, so that's it. Alright, so once I've done that, now the essence of that progress bar now is for us to see how the page is loading. So we're going to come to view now, click here, and add on page start loading and on page finish loading. Okay, so we click here and say add. Okay, so when page start loading, we click on it, we show our progress bar. Okay, so we say view, then we say that is here we say view set visibility, so we say progress bar 2, and we say it should be what, visible when page starts loading. Then that is that. Now when page finish loading, then we say okay, when page finish loading, go to view again and set visibility and say that the progress bar should be gone. Okay, I think that is all we need to do, and let's save this project and run it and see our result. Okay, so it's compiling. Let's wait for it to finish, and we can run our app. Okay, so there's an error which is a swipe to refresh. So all we need to do, come here, go to our library, and click on app compact design and make sure it is turned on. Once it is turned on, let's come back here, save, and run this again. So let's see now. I believe it should run perfectly now with that setting. So Java is compiling, and we are waiting for it. Okay, now it's building our APK, and it should be signed soon. Okay, signing APK, and our app is done. So we go ahead and install. And of course, when it finishes installing, we open, and our app should start loading. You can see your progress bar at the top, which is loading. Now the website is still loading because I can see the progress bar still there. Now that it has finished loading, you can see the progress bar has disappeared. Okay, and you can see we have just exactly what we have on the website. So that is it. Now let's scroll down. Okay, scroll back up. Let me go to this go to our menu here, shop by categories. Let's say for girls. So you can see your progress bar at the top. These are the items for girls. They can click on it, and then they can make their purchase. They can view the pictures that are added there. They can also zoom it. Okay, so we can have it like that. Then they can actually make their, let's say, size, and they want the blue color, and the price is this, and they can add to cart. Now it's added to cart. You can view your cart, and of course they can actually check out from here. Proceed to checkout, fill in their information. So this makes your shopping experience very, very seamless. Okay, so proceed to checkout, so they can fill their information here, make their payments via Paystack, and so that is it. Now if this thing did not work well, maybe the page did not load well, then our swipe to refresh, we'll swipe to refresh, and we can see that. Alright, now there's one issue here. We can see that it's refreshing continuously, that it has no end. Okay, so we can quickly fix that by coming back to this place. Okay, so we can come to our component here. We can come here and say timer, add a timer, and then we say let's say RF, that is for refresh, and then we can go back to that refresher here, bring it here. So here we can say when refresh is clicked, then we can come here, bring a timer into it, go to component and bring timer, and say put it inside here, say timer, pick the RF, then let's say for just 500, that is half a second, so show that is refreshing true, and then that is it. So just half a second, so we can go ahead and build our APK once again and see how that works. Alright, before we load this, there is a small error here. So let's now in this place here, after showing that it's refreshing, then what should happen? That is a mistake there. So we can come here, actually come to view. We need to bring that stuff that is going to reload the website. So we can bring this here and bring get URL. Okay, so we're going to bring web view get URL. So we say web view browser get URL, put it inside here, and here do the same thing. So we bring this here. Okay, so so when this is refreshing, so let's bring this up here. So when it is clicked, when refresh is clicked, it should refresh the whatever the website. It should reload whatever was loaded last on the website, and then it should show us, show that it's refreshing, maybe just in that 5 seconds. So I think is okay, less than a second, half a second. So I'll save now and then run again. Okay, it's signing out, so we update, and once we open, now the website is loading up. Now it has fully loaded, and you can see we still have a cart there. So now if I try to refresh this now, let's see what happens. So you can see that it has finished loading, and our timer which we put there is still loading continuously. So I think we'll just remove that. So when we say, so that when it's refreshed, it's just refresh the page and remove that timer, take off the timer that is giving us issue. Okay, so I think this is working properly now. So we can come back to this. There's one more thing I want to show you. We just go ahead, remove this timer, and delete it. So that one is gone. Now the next thing we want to do is to add back button. So I'm going to add back button. So if you come here and click on this plus, and then we say when back is pressed. So when back button is pressed, we add this, and then we click here and we go to view and say web view, that is if view, that is web view. We go to web view and say if web view can go back. So this is it. Web view can go back. So we bring it here, then we can say web view go back. Bring those two, then go to your control and bring if. Say if web view can go back. That is whenever the user presses back. So if there is a page that has been visited before, then the web view will go backward. Okay, so that is what we mean by that. Okay, so we can go ahead and load that. That is the final thing I'm going to show you for this web tutorial. There are a lot of things you can add to your browser, but since this one is just for us to convert a website to an app, so in later tutorial where I'll be doing a full browser, we can add more components, more functionalities to our browser. But for this is where I'm going to stop. I believe this should work properly now, so that everything works fine. You can go back, you can refresh. So in fact, I believe with this, if you are helping anybody to convert a website to an app, they will love these features you have added for them. Some people charge between 10 to 20,000 for doing this. So you can get somebody who is going to give you this kind of task, and you do it in less than 5 minutes and get your 10k, 20k, or you can charge 5k, being a starter, just to get more clients. Okay, so our site is loading. Now it's fully loaded. So I'll click, let's say I want to see this shop the collection. Okay, it's like yeah, okay, so it's for girls as well. Okay, so now let's say I want to go back. So I'll click on the back button on my phone, and you can see it goes back. So let's say I want to check the boys stuff. Okay, so I go for boys, look at it, and I can do any other thing. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, please, and please subscribe and like the video. It helps the video to go further. It helps others to see the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in other video. Bye for now.